We were right. Sage Steele taken off the air.
She has COVID, though.
Yes.
I think we knew that before, though.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I saw an article a couple weeks ago.
They don't know what to do with her, though. They can't fire her. It's weird. Like, they almost can't fire her.
Right. I wonder why.
Well, it's funny, though. Yeah, they're in this pickle where they just don't know what to do. So they'll keep her off for a while, and maybe they'll come to some amicable, split with like Rachel Nichols. I'm sure Rachel Nichols got money to keep her mouth shut, is my guess. And they're going to do the same thing. I think with Sage Steele, who's going to wind up.
If she agrees to, and I mean, she did apologize, right?
Yes.
So unless she changes, like if she goes back on that at some point, then the heat will cool down in 2 weeks and she'll be back on.
I said Fox. I was wrong. I think I think they're owned by Fox now, but she'll wind up at Clay Travis's thing, I think.
Oh, probably.
Oh,
yeah.
no, she will not.
Why not?
She's she's a professional. She is
but so
good
what,
at her job.
but
You don't end up
The problem is she can't do.
But what if they pay her $700,000 a year?
No. She's going to make good money at Fox. She's going to go to Fox. She's
To
a
do what,
very
though?
good broadcaster.
Yeah, but to do what, though?
To host, to be the.
They have
anchor
they have a lineup, though. Who's she going to replace? Fucking Sean Hannity?
Not Fox News, Fox Sports.
Oh.
Like just beyond whoever's on Skip Bayless's show.
Outkick is worthless. That's
Well, why would they? Oh, you pitch for him, not me.
What?
You pitched Jerry on them. You didn't pitch. Not me.
Well, it's different because they have a digital audience, but they don't have any television presence.
But why couldn't she become? I think there's a market for a female conservative like that. Like there are out there right now, like Megyn Kelly or Candace Owens.
Does she want to be that?
Well, maybe she does though. I'm saying maybe she's itching to do it. If she did, if she would have a big platform. If she had that voice and said though, I think there'd be a big market for that. If she was good at it.
This is a Callahan take from you. This is garbage.
No, it's not. Why?
it's a dumb take. She is very, very good.
Give me some of the
broadcasting.
highlights of just as you as a viewer, because I'm the stupid one.
She's
here.
fantastic on
Dave,
NBA countdown.
I just want the
shit.
top 3 moments from her that you've seen. That's it. Go.
All right,
that's 3.
She probably
What's
had a
2?
good interview with LeBron James, I bet, or something.
She probably had a good interview with LeBron James.
Okay, name me another NBC sports anchor who had an unbelievable moment.
I'm not claiming that these people are good. You are. The burden is on you, stupid. You said she's good, not me.
I'm claiming that she is a premier talent as an anchor.
Based on what?
Based on everybody else's body of work, she is in the top tier.
But you've never seen her do this, have you?
I've seen her do it on par with everybody else.
Like, what did she do? What did she do? So she's as good as
interviews people and reports the news better than most.
She's as good as anyone else you just said.
Yes.
So how is she premier then?
She's the upper echelon talent in sports broadcasting.
What does she do well?
Talks to people,
like
interviews
when?
people,
like when?
analyze.
Like when?
Like
probably
LeBron.
LeBron.
She's on TV.
Like when? What did she do? Give me an example.
Give me an example of the other person.
I'm not saying they're good. You are.
So you're saying everybody's bad?
Yes, I've always said that.
Okay, so I'm saying she's good enough to beat out those other bad people in any opportunity.
No, but you said she's excellent. She's premier. She's tremendous. Like when?
Okay, sure. In comparison to everybody else, I don't fucking know, but she's
like
top tier.
Like when?
Last year when she was on NBA
What
Countdown.
did she do?
I don't know this.
What job are you even talking about?
He's talking about hosting like a pregame college football.
That's what I mean. Like she wouldn't replace Skip Bayless.
And in Dave's mind, like that's more valuable than maybe carving out like a really good conservative or whatever podcast, like where she speaks her mind for an hour. Which
probably,
maybe, but maybe not.
She'll make more money. Probably.
And by the way, at Fox, she could probably do both.
What is that girl who just took Rachel Nichols? Well, she left ESPN, but she got the job at NBC. Like, what's the difference?
Maria
Taylor.
Yeah.
She's better than Maria Taylor.
How do you know?
I know it. I see it. I watch it. I know it for a fact.
How is that a fact, Dave? You've provided no examples of either one.
Because they don't really have these moments that you can provide examples.
They should throw them a lot of money then, because they don't do anything.
Okay, it's a gut feeling that she's better, and you should have.
You know what though?
Watching
wow. You know what I just realized?
Idiot.
What? Everyone in television is Dave Cullinane.
Right, yeah, stupid fucks. They have a thought in their head.
The industry is Cullinane.
Right, you should do it. It's as dumb as they are.
Holy shit.
But I will say, maybe we can come to some agreement here. I don't know why I'm even trying to, but I could see Fox maybe even throwing a lot of money, and she does both. Maybe she hosts a podcast and stuff she wants to do.
If she wants to, though, I could see her getting squirrely from getting scared and just wanting to do.
Yeah, but Fox might say, do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, I'm just saying if she doesn't want to do it, don't do it. But I'm saying maybe she wants to do that.
That's a lazy take. That's a lazy take.
Dave, you just provided something with zero examples.
And you didn't give any examples either. You're saying just because she's talked about conservative values
because
or
in the
whatever
past she's been outspoken about certain things. I think there's a chance she might be outspoken about certain things.
She is a sports journalist. She's going to stay in her lane as a sports journalist.
You're probably right, but I'm saying if she wanted to, that opportunity would be there. Why is that a lazy? How is that lazy?
I don't even think she would remotely
Hold
consider
on. What's
it.
lazy about that?
Because it's very easy for you. I feel like that's something that like a conservative podcast would say very quickly. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, she can just make the jump over to."
She could. I mean, she could host one. Why not? Everybody. I mean, anybody can host one. I'm not saying to be successful or not. I'm saying if it's something she wanted to do, which I don't know if it is, she could certainly do it.
Does Fox keep that shit separate though? I don't know
Hold
anyone
on,
that's
Mike.
done both.
What's lazy about that? I don't understand.
It's an easy take to say just because she made headlines and she does seem to be conservative that she could just like leave sports media and make a conservative podcast or something. It just
Why is that lazy?
It's because it's
I don't
garbage and
understand
predictable.
that.
She's provided no examples that she would ever want to do something.
Correct.
Like
I said that. I said I have no idea. I'm saying
exactly.
if she did, she could do it.
So I'm just saying it's a lazy little thing.
I think you're using the wrong. I think you're using the
wrong.
wrong word.
Yeah.
Lazy's not the right. How is that
It's a lazy take. It's a lazy take.
Dave, you just offered something with no proof.
What would be an
and nothing,
exhausting?
and I'm the lazy
What would be an
one.
exhausting
Because-
take?
I have no idea. You're so fucking
stressful
honestly. You're
take.
so fucking dumb.
You
are so
she's
fucking
in a
dumb.
career that there's really no examples to be provided. You cannot give it.
Well, I mean, what do you mean?
She just broadcasts the news and interviews people and reports on sports.
Right,
That's it.
and then she gives interviews and on social media where she gives some idea that she's a little more outspoken than, say, Maria Taylor or I don't even know, Matt Vasgersian. Wouldn't you say that she probably has more thoughts about these things than Matt Vasgersian does?
Yes, I will give you that.
Okay.
Clay Travis's job is basically doing what Sage Steele did on that Color podcast, just saying shit that will rile people up.
I mean, 4 years ago, Clay Travis was a college football talking drip.
Clay Travis was never an announcer. He was never a
Neither was she, Dave.
Yeah, she is a.
She's not an announcer.
She's a host.
You know okay, but you said she was an announcer. Do you know what that is?
Okay, I know what okay, she's a host.
Okay, that's pretty lazy because she's never been an announcer. That's a lazy take.
whatever.
Well, it's just
What do I
lazy.
take?
I mean, if you're gonna throw out there,
You
it's
can't
lazy.
compare Sage Steele to Clay Travis. That is a bad comparison.
Why?
They are not the same.
He said Clay Travis.
Clay
is a drip.
Travis has never done a job that Sage Steele has done. She is
anchored-
an anchor.
she
He
anchored
is
sports
not an-
Climbing
he's not an-
Everest?
He's not an anchor. He's not an anchor.
He
He's
talks
never
about
done
college
that.
football. Anchoring is easy.
He's an
I
analyst.
did it. It's not that hard.
Okay, but he's an analyst. Like, there's no comparison there. He was always paid to give his opinion. She never was. She
Okay,
gives
but
her
I'm
opinion
saying,
But she
based on
gave her
random-
opinion and
saying
people were interested.
She gives her opinion and it gets a reaction.
like once or twice now has gotten a reaction.
Correct. In the
Yeah,
last
sure.
couple of years, but people, when she gives an opinion, it gets a reaction. Correct.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think if she had a form where she did that and she occasionally blasted ESPN and talked about it, there may be an appetite for that. I could be wrong. That may be lazy, but I'm pretty sure that there's a chance that might be right.
Also, people get comedy specials off of fucking TikTok accounts. It's not crazy to think that she could get a correspondent job for Fox.
Dave's just bitter
she
because
said some
Dave's
shit.
bitter because he fucked up the Clay Travis thing for Jerry. That's what it comes
That
down
is
to.
nonsense
Fucked
talk.
up.
I'm the one who
concept-
brought that opportunity.
The consultant
to him.
fought for it, and Dave was pushing for that fucking podcast one. That's a fact. Those are facts.
That is not a fact.
Those are facts. My guy Snides was pushing hard for it, and Conan just sat there.
It looks like
Robbie
looks
Schneider.
like Snide's decision worked out really well for them.
Took it. Well, I mean, you're the one who pushed on the podcast one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what's true? No,
John Skipper over
That
there.
is not
what's
true.
that?
John Skipper over
So
there.
you have no idea in many ways.